Legal English for lawyers, also legal studies and law lesson for students and teachers. And today's topic is consumer rights. Many countries have legislation in place to protect the rights of consumers. For example, in Britain, they are protected by laws such as the Sale of Goods Act, the Supply of Goods and Services Act, the Distance Selling Regulations, the Consumer Protection Act, and the Consumer Credit Act. Let's make out first exercise. Here we do have a summary of some of the key points from these laws and some other information which consumers might find useful. Here we do have the books with the numbers of expressions and words which we need to fill in the gaps. So actually I've done for you. Please read it with me. Providers of goods and services, including credit providers and hire companies, all have responsibilities and abilities towards the customer which are aimed at protecting the customer and his or her rights. When you buy goods, they must be of satisfactory quality. The condition they are in should match your expectations based on the price you paid. They should also be as described, in other words, they must match the description made by the provider and or the manufacturer, and they must be fit for purpose. They should do what you expect them to do. All goods must carry a guarantee or warranty in case they go wrong or do not meet your expectation. Next, if you need to return goods a shop or other supplier, which is too essential for us, you should do so within a reasonable time. Many shops and suppliers specify their own limit, usually 28 days or 14 days sometimes, and can refuse to do anything if there is evidence of unreasonable wear and tear, signs that the goods have been used more than is normal or for a purpose for which they were not designed. If you take goods back to a shop, they are entitled to ask for proof of purchase, such as a receipt, a credit card slip, and etc. that shows you actually bought the goods from them. That is the confirmation. Many shops may refuse legally if the product you have bought is faulty or defective to give a refund. And instead of returning your money, will offer you a credit voucher to use in that shop at a later date. Where goods or services are ordered on the internet, online shops should offer their customers a cooling off period after they have ordered them in case the customer decides to suddenly cancel their order. Online shops should give the customer an accurate description of the goods being sold and clearly state the price, delivery arrangements, and options. How and when the customer can expect to receive their goods, whether there is an extra charge for postage, and etc. Online shops should also protect customers against credit card fraud and should allow customers to opt out of receiving further information, unsolicited telemarketing, unsolicited mail, or unsolicited email. They should also send the customer written confirmation of their order, often in the form of an email sent after the order has been placed. The following exercise for the consumer rights is here. Also the summary, which we need to fill the gaps with the box listed words and expressions. And here it is. Let's get started. Actually, PDF format or version you can find on Telegram. Please join the Telegram channel for taking the advantage of many other topics, exams, and free lessons. If a service is being provided, for example, a mobile phone contract, and there is a specified period for the contract, this must be clearly stated by the provider. If you buy faulty goods with a credit card and those goods cost over £100, you have an equal claim for compensation against the seller of the goods and the credit card company. Where a service such as the repair of a car is being provided, it should be done with the reasonable care and skill, and unsatisfactory standard of work or general poor workmanship should not be accepted by the customer for a reasonable charge. The customer should not have to pay an excessive amount of money and within a reasonable time. If you need to make a claim against a shop, company, or other provider because you have not received satisfaction from that shop, company, etc., you can do so through the country court. For claims of less than £5,000, the small claims procedure should be useful. And the final one is the process is very simple. After completing a claim form, you ask the court to issue the proceedings. The court then service the claim on the company or other provider. Assuming the company responds within the specified time limit, there will be a preliminary hearing. Later, there will be a main hearing where hopefully the judge will decide in your favor. That's the end of this lesson. Stay in tuned.